showing you my new Ice Spark Moze build today. First, just want to say thank you to my friend Poker, who actually gave me the idea for this build and showed me the basic mechanics of it to start with, which then has progressed into what we've got here now, which I'm going to be showing you. And also thanks to James and Ray for sending me the pieces I need to complete the build also. So let's take you through the weapons first and what annoyance we're using. So everything wants to be URAD. I've got consecutive hits here because I don't have this in URAD in this damage yet. I've still got to farm it. So the main weapon we will be using is the plasma coil. The only reason I've got this on here is to kill the last boss, because Wotan is immune to cryo, so that's why I've not got my cryo URAD flipper on. The Plague Bearer 5150, and this is something I'm testing at the minute to see if the 390 stacks onto my slam. So that's the only reason that's there, so just ignore that. You can put whatever you want there, really. I've got a Frozen Snowshoe. You have to have this for this build to work. The anointment I've chosen is on shield break. The next shot deals 100% shield capacity as bonus amp damage. We're going to be breaking the shield all the time, meaning our Plague Bearer is going to be absolutely smacking every shot we fire. It's going to destroy. Then we run in the Bloodletter. We've got splash damage radius, splash damage, weapon damage. Okay, it's a great roll. It doesn't have to be this perfect, but it helps because there's a lot of explosions going on this. You have to have a Bloodletter for this to work though, because we need to keep our shield at max and we don't care about the health too much. Any grenade you want, doesn't matter, put on whatever you want there. I've just put that on because I like the way the Firestorm looks. It's a pretty cool grenade. Feel free to just chuck on whatever you want there. If you want to put on the cloning modeling tracker for the extra damage, you won't need the healing because you're going to be getting all of that from the Bloodletter skill line. And then we're running the Spark Plug Safeguard. As long as it's got the, see at the very bottom where it says slam plants an electrified coil that does shock damage to nearby enemies, you're going to be all good. That's where we're getting all our damage from, is from that combination with the shield and the Bloodletter. Or should I say, the damage is coming from the Spark Plug and the shield, and then the Bloodletter is what we're using to basically refill our shield back up so we can break it again to keep doing the same damage. I have a radiation roll on it and a electrocute chance. Anything like area of effect, radiation damage, electric damage like that is going to be fine and perfect. You can get these in the victory versions, so the badass ones, so you can do more damage. There's all kinds of variants that will work. The reason I've chose this one is because of the slam triggers a shield that reduces incoming damage by 57% and lasts for 5 seconds, which is amazing because obviously we're going to break our shield, and for a split second before it regens rapidly, we're only going to be sat at about 10,000 health, meaning someone can quickly get a hit on us and down us. So when we slam, it breaks our shield and gives us a quick 57% resistance buff, and then within them 5 seconds, we've got full shield again. Okay, and that's not got a cooldown either, so it's brilliant. When it comes to the skills, Red Tree, okay, basically we want to get all the way down to the bottom. We need to have Tenacious Defense. We don't want to be running a Deathless Artifact because we need to keep some health, so just stick 3 points in here to give yourself some health. Alright, because when your shield breaks, the last thing you want to be is at 1 HP, and then you're just going to go down. Alright, we want to go in here and go in here to get the damage, and obviously here, and then we want to go into here obviously to keep building it. And then this here is probably makes the build. So whenever Moze's shield is fully depleted, she instantly restores a portion of her shield and her gun damage is increased for a short time. This skill can only trigger after Moze's shields have fully recharged. Okay, it lasts for 30 seconds. We've got 100% uptime on this. So you're getting 30% gun damage from that, you're getting 100% from here, and then from up here we're getting also another 20% per stack. Okay, and then obviously this one is just for the incendiary damage. Over on the green tree, couldn't really put many points here in this. If it was up to me, I would have probably liked to have put some into Russian offensive. Not too bothered about scorching RPMs because we do enough damage anyway. Yeah, so you can have a read of that. This is just for ammo regen. You know, occasionally does incendiary damage, more incendiary damage. This is essential, big surplus. Keeping our action skill on cooldown as long as possible. because our explosions from the slam is what's going to be doing massive damage. You still do a lot of damage without it, but you'll struggle more kind of towards the bosses. So keep your bear on iron cooldown or your iron bear on cooldown as long as you can. Meaning, on the Guardian rank, keep this skill disabled. Just make sure that's disabled to keep that happening. The only time I would say you want to not disable that is if you're running an anointment on your snowshoe, for example, that has, when entering and exiting Iron Bear, create a Nova that deal 74,483 damage. This procs every time you activate your Iron Cub as well. There, you can see it, and that will freeze enemies. So that's the only time, because then what that means is you do that, and then when he dies, it will activate that Nova again. So you want the regen keep coming back so you can keep spamming it. But I found you get more damage from yourself by just killing him off. So I prefer to run the Amp Shield here. There is other shields you can get with anointments, like when exiting Iron Bear, gain 75% increased shields and health. Which applies to Iron Cub as well. And obviously, because we're running Bloodletter, it goes to shield. So instead of getting 75% health and shield, what you get is 150% shield instead. But your shield size, I've noticed, doesn't really matter on this because it just keeps refilling automatically anyway, which you'll see later. And the blue tree, how I run it for always, for damage. We don't actually need any points in here because we're not really using grenades. But, you know, I had to put them somewhere, and I don't want cooldown for this build, so I shoved them in there. I guess if you want to use the Nova on the bear, you can shove them in cooldown to get them back as quick as possible. But for me, no, I'll just put them there. I don't care about throwing grenades, and yeah, so that's just why they're there. If you want to run the Iron Bear and keep jumping out, take a point from there, shove it in Auto Bear. Okay? And yeah, right, so I'll take you through the build. So let's put it on true. And quick check that we've got everything on. Frozen Snowshoe, Firestorm, Sparkplug Safeguard, and Bloodletter. And let's go.
Intel says there's an elevator down to the lower levels. Make your way there and be ready for some heavy resistance.
So all we've got to do is jump and slam. Just a quick one. For this build to work, I'm afraid you need to have points in your Guardian rank. Okay, so the orange tree, slam can now be used at the peak height of your jump. So you can jump and slam, doing that. Look how cool that is. This isn't modded in any way, anyone can do this. And it deals massive damage because we're getting radiation damage. So we've got a URAD gun equipped. So if I show you the gun again. It's a URAD gun, and radiation damage applied to the slam. And what happens is, we're putting a spike down here, and that acts like a mine. When the enemies walk into this spike, I explode, and it does massive damage, as you can see. So, if I put one here, I don't know if the enemy's going to come over. No, they're not going to come over. Okay, so here we go. Frozen, dead. And then for when you need it, because of the way we've spec the gun damage, we actually have really good damage on the coil, as you can see. No issue killing stuff there. So this is Mayhem 11 as well, so you have no problem killing anything. You can do the entire Guardian takedown solo with this build, and obviously the Maliwan takedown will take down what we're doing now. And you can just keep slamming. If you keep an eye on the shield, it will just keep going up and down. And then every time we slam, we're getting the over 50% damage resistance for 5 seconds, giving us time to regen our shield back. And this is it. So, just keep slamming. Keep slamming and say goodbye to your frame rate. And nothing survives. So we're already at 250,000 shield. So gun damage, so let's just shoot him. And if someone just shoot you and takes your shield down, it will proc it again. Your shield Nova will explode. So slam, dead. Dead. So here we go, here comes the here we go, the mini boss. So we'll slam this guy. There he is, he's dropped. And this will keep rocking as long as the enemy are inside the area of that spark that's on the ground. That will just keep exploding. I'll show you now. So let's just kill an ad to get me back up off the floor. Oh, there we go. And that will just keep rocking as long as he is inside. There you go. And slam. You do go down a lot with this build, but as long as the enemy's in front of you, you're always going to get straight back up. I hope you enjoyed that. If you want any of this gear and you're on PlayStation, join my Discord, it's going to be in the description. Please do like and subscribe. It gives me a lot of motivation to make more videos. I've had a lot of support already off people, so that's been great. And yeah, I hope you like this video, and look forward to making another crazy build with Moze. Thanks guys, bye.